Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls. Welcome to this, me trying to make sure I'm aimed properly at my webcam. And I've misplaced, momentarily, my bracelet again. I know it's over there on the hamster bin. I'm just not quite sure where at the moment, so I'll grab it. Also, real quick, look at that. I've got this nasty wound thing. Not a wound, it's like an ingrown hair or some such. And of course, that's right where my elbow rests on the arm of my chair. So, yay. The troubles that the flesh is heir to. There we go. Thumbs up on that. So joyous on that. And of course, the daily Shelton, Washington weather and plague rat report. I can't tell you about the plague rat report. I didn't go out walkies last night. And that's going to tie into the other thing that I'm going to talk about in a bit. But first, it's gray. Yesterday it was gray. In fact, the weather said it was going to be raining last night, but I don't think it did. But it's not raining now either. It's just gray, but it's been muggy and just humid and moist. Ugh. So thumbs up for that. But yesterday, the day was weird. The things that happened in it were largely okay. I did not wake up good. I woke up later than normal, because normally I wake up around 4:30, 4 o'clock, 5, something like that, then I just toss and turn until it's time to get up. This is one of those points that I tossed and turned until it was getting close to time up, and then I fell asleep again. And then I woke up at almost 7 o'clock. And that really threw me off. So I was not feeling right yesterday. Everything was off. And it just ran that way. Everything felt off. Nothing was going poorly. It just didn't feel right. And so I was rushing and getting stuff done because there was a podcast that I was invited to be a part of. And I'm going to talk about that too. And so I actually got stuff done. I mean, I got my vlog done. I got my second daily video done. And then I went and I did the podcast with these people. And I felt very comfortable. It was the first time I had ever done that. And they weren't experienced hosts in that, they've only been doing this for a fairly short period of time. But I felt very comfortable talking with them. So even if they're not, top notch, top of the barrel yet, there's something there. And when I get the link, I'll put it down below, and I'll do a bunch of stuff, because if you'd like to hear that, that'll be good. And so and then tomorrow I'll put a link up in here and some such. So thumbs up for that. But it went for like 2 hours, and whoa, so thumbs up on that. But past that, it was 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time when I started. It was 6 o'clock p.m. whatever time for them, and it was Delaware. So, and then it was after 5 o'clock when we finished, and then for a short period of time I fell asleep until like almost 7. So I fell asleep for like an hour, and that really threw me off. Because I say it was almost 7, but it was longer than that, because it was almost 8 o'clock when I was really... My brain just broke at that point. I was unable to think properly, and I couldn't really watch anything or do anything, and time passed and nothing was getting done, and ugh, it ended poorly in that fashion. And, I don't know where the time went, what happened, and what I did. I gotta stop poking and prodding and playing with that. It hurts, so of course I push at it and go, ow, 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 ow. So I need to stop doing that. Because, ow. That was like my daughter when she was very, very young. She got her finger caught in the door as I was shutting it, and it broke her fingertip. And so she had to have it in a cast, and so that she didn't lose the tip of her finger, had to be immobilized and stuff. And later on, she would go like this and go bam, bam, bam. Ow, that hurts. And it's like, don't do that then. Oh, bam, bam, bam. It's like, kid. So yeah, I know where she gets that from. Well, number one, all kids do stupid stuff like that because adults do stupid stuff like that. It's like, wow, it really hurts when I do this. Well, why are you doing that? Well, it hurts when I do that. Well, why are you doing that then? Well, so happy and joyous on that. I don't really have anything written down on my topics list because all I've done this morning is just do a bit of tidying up, and that's it. I don't know where the time has gone again. I haven't really done anything but watch one video and do a little bit of tidying up. An hour and now an hour and a half has passed by, and I can't point to anything and go, this took up a bunch of time, because what on earth did I do? Part of it, of course, is we are all under stress. This whole pandemic, and then in the United States with our big fight against police brutality and racial inequality and just general nightmarish stuff here that should have been taken care of like hundreds of years ago and hasn't been. So we're having to deal with it now, and it's not going well. Especially with absolutely everybody. The only group of people right now in the United States that think the president is doing a good thing is his hardcore MAGA red hat followers. The Republican Party is currently playing ads telling the world what a horrible person he is. The Democratic Party, of course, doing their best to tell the world what a terrible person he is. His actions are showing the world what a terrible person he is. He's bunkered down inside of the White House where they've added 2 miles of extra fencing around it. Too much winning with the historic unemployment, pandemic raging out of control with no leadership. Putin got his money's worth. Anyway, though, past that, don't want to talk politics again. I mean, you know my politics. I am leftist leaning and all that, but my actual power to do anything is nothing because I'm just one small guy with physical health issues, and I'm approaching the twilight times of my life, and I don't have a ton of power to make any changes at all aside from the things that I do in my daily life, and I try to be as fair and good and right as possible when I can. So at least there's that. But I honestly don't know what's going to happen. And I have said, though, even though I don't want to talk about politics, this is not a political thing. We've had riots in the U.S. every couple decades, and every single time it's just been papered over, painted on, and the issue not taken care of, so the powder keg has just been added to and been worse. 1992, the last big riot, it just took up parts of California. Now it's the entire United States. If we don't do something about this again, if it just gets papered over and the powder keg added to again, the next time it blows up in 10 years, 5 years, the whole country is going to burn. So we need to take this seriously now. Oy vey. So I don't know what's going to happen, and like I say, I don't like talking politics because politics are divisive, and this isn't a politics or commentary type. The channel, I can do whatever I want on the channel, but my vlog, this thing here, isn't a politics or commentary thing. This part here is so let me talk out the stuff inside of my head so that I can function properly for the day kind of thing, because I don't have anybody to talk to, and I am a talker. And so if I can't talk, my brain does not work properly. So being able to talk and get this done, this is what's the important part for me. Being able to speak what's on my mind so that my brain will function. Not that I'm speaking about any particular thing in focus. Not politics, not any one particular thing, just talking so that I can function. And so dealing with a lot of really heavy subjects like politics and all that has a double whammy of being divisive and being depressing, so it's not actually helping me when I talk about it. I mean, it has to be talked about. It has to be talked about so that the country doesn't just burn next time. But I don't want to have my own psyche burn out, because I'm not going to be of any help to anybody else if I just crash and burn. So yeah, I have to use my privilege to be able to not talk about things like that, because you have to have self-care at some point. And you do need to have self-care. So I'm still poking at it. Good Lord, look at this. Look at this. I just can't stop playing with that thing, and it hurts. Yeah, so that's really fun, and I don't know what's going to happen, and it's joyous. So I do have my walkies video that I need to edit and render today. I hope to get it done today. I don't need to get it done today. I just need to edit and render it at some point. And right now the video is sitting on the SD card inside of the camera, and that's not going to help me or you. So I do need to suck it off the card.
Squirt it onto the computer.
That sounds repulsive. My sincere apologies. I need to take the file from there and transfer it to my computer. No squidgy sounding biological terms for that. My sincere apologies. And then get that all edited. And then, like I say, I'm still unsure about the first half, because that was so depressing, but I'm just going to put it at the end and then probably keep it. So we'll see how that goes. So past that, I've just been trying to play computer games and do this, that, and the other. One thing I thought was interesting, there was, back in the 90s, they had the build engine, they did Duke Nukem and all that. There was another game called Redneck Rampage. I love that game. And they have, rockabilly type music on the soundtrack. I did a lot of reactions to the soundtrack because I wanted people to share, I wanted to share my interest in this stuff with other people. I got a comment from a guy who, I searched him up on the Facebook page to see if this is true. He said that, well, thank you for playing this. This is one of our most favorite songs. We did not hire a rockabilly band. I was one of the designers and all that of the game. That was just us. We played the music. It wasn't a rockabilly band with an extra thing. The band played the music. And he's on his Facebook page. He's older, so probably it's him. He's playing music and doing stuff. So thumbs up on that. That's actually pretty cool. And on a sad and depressing note, this is sad and depressing, but I might as well talk about it. Back in the early 90s, there was a role-playing game from company Microprose, I believe, called Darklands. And it's not the kind of game that I really enjoy, but a lot of people do, and it's really good that fashion. On the Steam page for the game, the guy had said, hey, ask me anything. I was one of the lead designers and all that. I didn't do this, or this, but I did this, and this. Talk to me, and I'll answer your questions on it. And so from late 2016 onward, there were 16 pages on the forum of people talking to the guy. And then, he died this year. He died of cancer. So that was really depressing. But it was really cool that the guy actually was there answering questions, because it's all this old stuff is important and amazing. And it's amazing how much of this stuff is just lost. We've lost source code. We've lost original stuff. History, we're terrible history keepers. Thumbs up. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, indifferent. You took the time, you expended the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that kind of thing. And even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm amazed that I can remember my own name sometimes. So let me call up my Chrome and let's get this done. We have Mr. Sony, thank you very, very much. And Ali Shabiri, good to see you in the comments. We have Mies van Leersel, thank you very, very much. And Matthew Cappuccino, thank you very, very much. James Clay Garrison is actually the person that says I wrote and recorded this track. So thumbs up and thank you. We have Rottweilers, greatly appreciated. Pelicanu, thumbs up and thank you. 999, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kitscat, good to see you in the comments. We have Aaron S, thumbs up. Ice Damon, good to see you. We have I'm Jab, aka Has. Well, how about that? And then Spit Out Guts, triple X. Guts. Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and thank you. We have Daniel Tony, Tonatiuh. Don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you very much. And then Forgutfadubithista, thank you very, very much. Carter Mason, greatly appreciated. And then we have Argyth, ARGYF, thank you very much. And Pollutions, greatly appreciated. Jordan Helfrich, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, thank you very much. Aston Returns, greatly appreciated. And Sebastian Ferris, yeah, thank you very, very much. And then we have Edison Walcher, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Danny. Thumbs up and thank you. All, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people, and that is appreciated. I am depressed, have been all my life. And especially after the death of my wife, it's just been really hard. So getting out of here, the echo chamber of my skull, and into the world is a very good thing. Thank you very, very much. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out, but you didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you want to help me out but not send money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, with things like hamster food, hamster bedding, cat food, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very cool, but do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I got for my existence. Definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up for that. Well, good golly, Miss Molly. I don't have a ton to say, so we're at 18 minutes right now, and I've just woke up. Yesterday was weird. Hopefully today's going to be better. Definitely cool. So I've got this video, a video to edit and render. My Waki's video to edit and render. Definitely a thumbs up. So do your best. Stay safe. Stay sane. Stay safe. You know, there's still a worldwide pandemic going on, although most of the rest of the world seems to have it more under control. Whereas here in the United States, you know, it's true, you can't have a second wave if you don't finish the first one. And we've got coming up on 115,000 Americans dead, and it hasn't slowed down in the slightest. We are in the middle of the first wave, and they're already talking about the second one. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And that is a very good thing.